And Retired Life Inspired begins now. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Told you there'd be a series of videos. And before I begin, let me begin properly. I bear witness that there is one God. He has exalted Christ and divine reminder in our midst. In their names, I greet you in the greeting words of peace of Assalamu Alaikum. Peace be unto you. And I have to my right, your left, my right, okay, my first guest. Oh my God. It's happening. This is a beautiful sister that I have been blessed to meet. We are both members of Prayer and Fasting Foundation for Success. And I had the pleasure of seeing this sister the first time, or really getting a chance to hear her speak. We were observing the 100th consecutive week of the founders praying and fasting. Mm-hmm. You know, he had made the milestone, right? Mm-hmm. And she was the co-host. And when she just started talking, I was like, who is she? And man, I want to know her. I want to meet her. And sure enough, in February at the Savior's Day observance, we had a chance to finally meet in Chicago, and it's been a blessing ever since to know this beautiful sister. Retired Life Inspired people, this is Sister AZHAA. She puts the oh no, go ahead. I had to say that. She puts the in AZHAA. I know.
You see what y'all have here? This gym. Come on now. Come on.
But it is beautiful to have you. It's an honor to have you as my first guest, and
glad to be here.
So, also before I go any further, don't forget to like and subscribe. I've got a friend of mine named Dimitri who's always saying, you got to remember to tell him like and subscribe. So yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. So
right, it's just that one little click, right?
Yeah,
it's just that one.
Little click. It takes nothing. You won't even burn any calories. You can sit and barely do nothing. It's just like, boom, done.
It feels good too, I think.
Yeah, and we'll appreciate it, and I can continue to bring more content to you. But so we are here in an undisclosed location in the state of Georgia. We are actually in the Atlanta area, and Prayer and Fasting has done a lot of traveling around the world. Well, actually, we can say not around the world. That's exaggerating it a bit. We've been helping a lot of people around the world, but we've traveled internationally in the Dominican Republic, and they've marched, and we have raised monies for schools in Jamaica and villages in Kantampa, Ghana, and you know.
And people call in from like all over.
Yeah.
We have a brother in, what was it, Korea?
There was a brother in Korea?
Yeah. Muniki?
I didn't miss that one.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
like
wow.
Your brother in the Far East.
Oh, okay. Yes. I know we've had people, there was a possibility of us having a radio station.
Oh yeah.
There was someone from, I think either Vietnam. She had a Chinese name. No, she had a Vietnamese name, but she was in one of these in a southeastern country, and she was kind of, she stopped in. She heard the radio program, and so we get people from all over. We've had a brother from Paris call.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, we get people from the Dominican Republic who are regularly calling, and so and all the time we've had a brother from Nigeria. Yeah. We have a regular member from Ghana, Brother Abdul Adam Latif. Hey, and so it's just expanding. It's an exciting place. So, Sister AZHAA, because I want people to, and I'm just I'm excited. I'm just rambling. What has prayer and fasting done for you, and what do you see is probably the reason why you like coming back?
Well, I just calculated when you said your weeks, I was like, no, I got to get my weeks down. So this is my 63rd week.
Yeah, we always clap. You got to cheer a person on.
Yeah, especially when we're doing things that it's like that had never crossed my mind.
Right.
Suddenly, though, now it just makes sense.
Yeah.
And it feels right.
Yeah.
What keeps me coming back? It's really just the possibilities of what could be.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, I would never have thought meeting this sister, being here now with y'all. And it's amazing when you open yourself up to things.
Yeah.
And you do not know what's going to come.
This is true.
And to me, that's the beauty. I know people get anxious and they get worried about, oh, what if this and what if that? But
right.
You know what? At this point in time, we got to kind of set aside the what ifs.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I feel like prayer and fasting, it opens you up to doing that.
You think that is probably why we see a lot of action. We don't just talk about stuff. We actually put action behind our words.
It's true. It's true. And even our words have a force. I mean, if you listen to the believers, as we call ourselves, that come online and talk, we just drop in the Zoom and we talk about things that really have meaning.
Yes.
For our people.
Yes.
And for those who appreciate goodness in the world.
Yes. Yes.
So,
that's wonderfully said. I like the way you express that, which is, see, now you know I kind of dig this sister, right? We were going to, Sister AZHAA was the person that I was kind of brainstorming with to see what we could do like on Wednesdays, women's perspectives and things like that. And all of this particular topic that I'm going to be talking about, I'm going to be interviewing some people, including the founder of Prayer and Fasting Foundation to Success, Brother Abdul Malik Muhammad. I would like to talk about being of service. I've been inviting people to even contact me who are brave. You'd be amazed how many people are so afraid to come up here, just like do a Zoom and do this. I mean, they're like, yeah. And then I say it's going to be on Zoom. And then they kind of like, they're really kind of hesitant about, exactly. They're afraid to actually do this, but, and that's okay. That's okay. We all grow at our own rate, but, being of service, when you hear that, how do you serve?
I feel like being who I am in itself is a service. Okay. If and only when I am being the best I can be. Ooh. And when that allows others to be the best they can be.
Ooh.
Like a mutual, beneficial, just a space where everyone can just,
yes,
allow those things to come out of themselves.
I like that. You being your best, allowing them to be their best. Sounds like a magnet.
Yeah,
Kinda
absolutely.
Like
we draw and we pull things from each other. Yeah,
sounds like that.
Yeah.
Do you feel like what we're doing has enhanced your being of service to others?
Absolutely. It's there's so many different people in the group.
Oh yeah.
So many different scales.
Yes.
And tones.
Yes.
And measurements and just everything. I mean, we're unique. We're original people. So
yes. Yeah.
Being able to just be centered and present when I'm conversing with my sister, when I'm conversing with my brother.
Yes.
The prayer and the fasting and coming together and making it, not only making the practices an actual like married, meshed kind of thing in my life, but coming together with each and every one of us.
Right.
That's discipline.
That is discipline. Because, and we were kind of talking about this earlier, you're not going to get along with everybody the exact same way. I think that's unrealistic. I mean, do you think you're going to get along with all 7 billion people on the planet in the exact same way? We may not even like the same music. And that's huge. Yes, we were jamming in my car. In my little car. Little did I know, she can handle Led Zeppelin.
I was a Zep head.
Yes,
Zep head.
I was so happy. I was like, whoa, because we were sitting there driving around in my car. And it was really cool that she's sitting there bobbing to the music. And she was like, it's like she knew this song. I thought, I love this woman. But, so, no, you're not going to necessarily get along with everybody, and that's okay. And I'm a big believer that everybody gets to be themselves, and I get to be me. And I've learned as of late, I've had recent lessons, just how important that is to allow other people to be who they are. And that's it. And you be yours. There's a quote, the Honorable Minister Farrakhan, there was a quote about how he talks about, and I'm paraphrasing, but he talks about how, he doesn't worry. Someone asked him as a question and answer, a lot of people don't like you, so how do you even manage, And he said,
right.
You saw that?
Yes,
yeah.
He said,
he saw that.
When so many people hate you in that room, how can you sit in that room and still...
Yes. Go ahead and finish it.
And still, I think it was carry yourself or hold yourself or remain true to yourself.
He talked about, you're right there, he talked about how he creates, he says, I don't worry about that because I bring my own atmosphere.
Yeah.
And I thought, it's kind of like you're going to put on your own spacesuit, and all around you is going to be the happiness and the love and the things that make you happy in who you are.
Yeah.
So, you cannot, that whole notion that everyone has to be a certain way to make you happy, that to me is another way of you giving your power.
Absolutely.
If a person...
Yeah.
To allow one person to be the only person that makes the thing that makes you happy, or anything for that matter, to be that which makes you happy, that's giving your power away. To let one person be the thing that brings you down, or that thing to bring you down, that's giving your power away. And that's been a lesson in recent history that I'm learning, and it's becoming really, really true and very valuable lesson. It wasn't an easy lesson to learn, but I'm glad I'm learning it, because it keeps me truer and more powerful to myself. So,
so I would want to ask your viewers, like, how are they giving their power away? In what moments? When does it just you just fold and you're just like, okay,
yeah,
that's.
Oh, you heard her. If you want to put something in the comments below, please do. Remember, as always, start a discussion, not a fire. I do have the power and the right to delete any comments that are like, come on, you know that has nothing to do with this commentary, nothing. So, yeah, I think how we give away our power, and I think since we don't even realize we're doing it. So, but I love the quote. I'll find the quote and I'll put it in there. But
atmosphere.
Yeah. It controls the atmosphere. Yeah. I might even be able to find it really quick.
Wow.
But you nailed it on the first part in terms of
the quandary there.
Yeah, the whole thing about how do you do it? You're standing in the room. But I mean, it's because it's true. It's so true.
And talk about a man, though.
Jeez.
We say commanding. It's not just a man who just grabs someone by the neck and just beats him over the head. It's you bring your kingdom with you, from within you.
I remember, and something else he said. It was Dr. Wesley Muhammad shared this with us. Who was a brilliant. I'd love to interview him too. But he's
girl, he'd have you on here for hours and hours. That'd be a series. That'd be several series.
Oh, he's so cool. Yeah. But he was talking, because this particular brother is really good at debating, and I don't say debating, but he really does know how to lay down an argument, and he's very detailed. And one thing that he shared, that the minister shared with him, and that is that you're very good. You win the argument, but you lose the soul. And just things like that, he says, and the minister said, I win the argument, but I also win the soul. So we, little things like that. I just, but anyway, here we found it. Found it. Question: Dear Minister, how do you stay positive in a room full of negativity, especially when that negativity is directed at you? Minister Farrakhan: It's because when I travel, I bring my own atmospheres. I function through the energy of the atmosphere I bring for myself. And to do that, you got to tap within. And this is my great segue to praying and getting the clarity and fasting. But that's, to me, how you get there, and how you do that so well. And just a quick little added comment about Honorable Minister Farrakhan. For many of you, like I've told you in the beginning, I don't care what your background is. I don't care what your faith is. I'm, like I said, straight up atheist. Hey, you're welcome here. You may want to check him out. I know the world sometimes paints him negatively, but you may want to check him out. You find out for yourself. And
If you want to hear truth, I mean,
yeah, if you want your truth, yeah.
If you just want the lies and all the
then keep going. Yeah.
But he's not the one.
But no. But if you really want to get something out of it, I recommend. I don't care who you are.
Absolutely.
Check them out. Go look them up and start listening to some things. You'd be amazed what you may discover that feeds the soul. So, but this is it for right now. We've had the pleasure of meeting Sister AZHAA, and we're going to be seeing more of her in upcoming editions of Retired Life Inspired. I think I've got the Zoom problem worked out. I have another laptop, because this particular one that I'm working on right now is not cooperating with Zooms. I don't know what's going on. Don't care. So we're gonna work on it, and that way, because she's in a whole different part of the country than I am, and we got to make this work. So, but I'm so glad that we had this moment. This is a blessing, total blessing.
Absolutely.
And
you see the quality content your sister is bringing to you here.
Oh.
And I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about her words and her energy, her spirit. What she lays out there for you.
Praise be to Allah.
Yes, ma'am.
We want to do that. We want to do that. So again, do like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share.
Ding.
Continue. And
Ding.
yes, remember, it's really easy. Just
smash it.
There you go. And really need it. And continue to create your life inspired. What else can I say except the usual? Peace and take care. Thanks for joining us.